Laying glass and kicking ass. It's what we do today. All right, welcome back to today's bit of progress. The next thing I need to do, start putting fiberglass on it. So, fiberglass, let's get there. So this is the fiberglass right here. I ordered this from the Amazon. It's E-glass. Forget what weight, I think around 4 ounces or something like that. But I ordered it on the Amazon. I've kept it in its original packaging to try and keep moisture out of it. We'll see how well that works today. Oh geez, we got little marks on it, so that means it was in a ship too. So it comes in this big folded up chunk. And now before I mix any resin or anything, what I need to do is get some pieces to cut. I'm trying to get this in such a manner that I could unroll some of it. There we go. Now we got a thing. So, first, fiberglass does wrap over things. It'd be very difficult to wrap it around this entire piece in one go. I want to make sure it goes down past the edge of the wheel. So I probably want to go to at least here with all my plies. And then in this area, I want it to come down here. In this area, I want it to cover this. So I'm going to make a piece that kind of covers this and can wrap. And then some pieces for these. So we'll go about here, I suppose. And we'll just drag that razor along. Like I said, I want to go down here. I want to go up there. So I'm going to cut rough shape first. Just a sheet of this off. This should be at least big enough to do the whole thing. And I'm gonna hold it up to it. I'm gonna bring myself a Sharpie, and I'm going to do some rough drawing here. So obviously it wants to be flat, right? So something like that. Now for this part, I'm not sure where I'm going to be cutting it out here. So we'll kind of do this number, make sure that it clears those air lines on the other side. And then like that. Just kind of lay it out. And it doesn't have to be exact either, because like I said, fiberglass stretches and stuff. Just need to be real close. Now I can start trying to make this an efficient use of my material as well. Angling it like this will actually make the part stronger then too, because then your fiberglass weave will be in different orientations. If it's all just straight square, it'll flex more in certain directions and it'll be less rigid. And 8. All right, so 16 of those, 8 for each side. 8 to go over all of this. I'll probably need a little something to finish this up because that didn't quite go all the way. A little on the small side, but I'd rather have it than not have it. It's going to be too small. I might be able to save it for chopped fibers. Now, let's get these in some sort of organization, so when it's time to grab, and I got my sticky fingers, I'm ready to go. Alright, now it's time to start mixing resin. So I'm going to be using this here brush to apply the resin. I'm going to be using some Marine Guard 8000 here. This resin I found, it's like more of a slow cure. What does it say on it? It says like, let's see. Oh, it doesn't really say, but it says mix it 2x1 by weight or volume. Best way I've seen, water bottles. Now, I know this might seem a little crazy, but you're gonna see me drink water today. I never do that. This is the only time you'll see it happen, doing stuff like this. Oh, yeah. So now you'll see this cup has, I mean, it's a pretty straight cup. It has the hourglass in the middle. So I'm on about 2-to-1. So let's say I use these typically probably somewhere around here of the 2. And then I'll go to about here with the 1 because we got the narrow neck. So it's a little more height-wise, but it tapers down to narrower. So that'll give us a good cure. I can go a little more, but that's a good, quick reference point. All right, now let's pour this stuff in here. This stuff's rather thick, so I found a good mixing stick can help you cut it off without making a huge mess. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is lay up my sides. To lay up my sides, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour this on here. Use a brush to work it around. Get it all over. Pretty much want to put it everywhere I'm going to have fiberglass. Seems like it's absorbing this pretty good. You can see it starting to clear out wherever it's in contact with it. Wherever it's not clearing out, it's not in contact with it. Guess what? It needs some. Well, all right, let's work some more over it. Let's try and slap some more up here quick before I'm done. I think that's 4, maybe 5, probably 4. So I think I got 5 on there now. So I think this guy is number 8. So as you see it turning clear, that's the resin getting worked into it. Once it absorbs the resin, it clears out. When it's bright white, it's dry. There's no resin. So that's number 7. Let's go for number 8. Now I'm gonna work all the plies till they're clear. Take some of this excess that's dripped, work it in there. Now I want to do a quick cleanup. Flip it around, do the other side. Round 2. Like I said, this one's going to go under these here wires, so let's get it up and under. Oh shit. Like I said, it's going to go over them. That's what's going to start integrating them into my fender here. And it's going to come out where I put that hole. I'm not using that hole as anything other than that. This first one is going to decide where the rest of my holy ones are going to line up. So that's where they're going to be. I think I'm being a little more liberal with the resin this time, because it doesn't seem like it's going to get me as far. We shall see. And then we'll throw a whole bunch of resin, and then we'll try and do number 8 and get it worked in. Yeah. So I laid this out so these wires should come out behind my fork somewhere. That way it's not right up in the front, right in front of it, distracting from it. And then I can put a little plug. So it should be behind my fork somewhere on the side, tucked up, hopefully relatively close, but I think my forks are going to be about here. So not quite where I was thinking exactly, but it'll work as long as it's not front and center, you know? And to clean up again. All right, last batch, here we go. So, side to side, I'll do a little stagger. I won't quite center them. I might accidentally on the first one, but I'm going to purposely lay the others up differently. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Makes sense. I want all the edges to kind of stagger, be slightly different placed. It'll give me more overall unevenness, but that'll make it easier to blend, to feather with a sander later. Alright, this time we'll start on this end. Go a little more that way with it on that side. Just a little. That one didn't quite go to this end, so let's get another one. This time we'll go more on my side again. Alright, let's do more of this. And let's do one more. Let's stagger it a little bit. From the back. Alright, so now stagger it on that side from the front. Get this one pretty close to centered. Jeez. So now all the stringy stuff, I want to try and get rid of most of it before I let it cure. I'm not going to be able to get rid of all of it, obviously. But I want to try and get rid of some stuff that I can get rid of. It'll make it easier to sand. Let's just make sure we put them down, I guess, for now. It's really starting to go off. Alright, there's that. Now we'll smooth the resin out one last time. Now, theoretically, right now the way it's all laid up, right here there's 16 plies. Here there's 16 plies. Right on the center strip there's 8. Over here there's 8. So right this area that I overlapped them all, now I can feather them out because it's got 16 plies there, so I can feather them into the curve and then be able to hit it with some Bondo after as well. Alright, so that's it for today's episode of Laying Glass with Carl. laying glass and kicking ass. See you next time.